Hey guys, still here, and welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. Ash and Shadows, we're in episode 5. I am not doing terribly well, especially losing quite a few units in both Yantian and Shenzhen. These battle groups went up against Pingu in the previous episode and promptly got sent back to Shenzhen by the Chinese. I was forced to withdraw my units. That's how much firepower those guys brought to bear. Now, I still really want to capture Pingu, but for now, I'm just going to keep refitting or R&Ring a couple of these battle groups as needed, because most of them don't have any cohesion left. And without any cohesion, they don't really have the capability of going in and calling in a lot of units. So at the moment, I'm just going to R&R some stuff. We're not really in any rush, because I am still under orders to hold the territory. I'm not under orders to attack the Chinese yet, despite the fact that I've already done that. Now there is one thing that I'm considering, and that's going up into Baoan, maybe with a commando regiment. The commandos currently have a couple of transports and of course quite a bit of infantry. What they don't have is something that can quite easily deal with all of those transports. And what they have over here are the ZBL-08s. So an ideal tandem group for this would be a lighter tank group. Something like, I think Princess Patricia Regiment with 12 A and Z Brams. Those should be easily wiping out Baoan. For now though, I still have to deal with fixing up the battle groups that I have over here, the Gurkhas and the Gunship Company, because they took a hell of a beating in that match. There's also a fairly good chance that I'll see another attack incoming here or there in Shenzhen. And I'm going to deploy my other aircraft group, the FAA fighter squad, over here in Shenzhen to defend these guys. And at the moment, this is all I'm going to do. I don't really have to do anything else. End the turn. Okay, it looks like the Chinese are not very eager to come out and play today. That works for me. Look at that, refit. Holy crap. Happy to refit these guys. Let's put the gunships on R&R and put the Gurkhas on R&R. Alright, I want to capture both Baoan and Pingu in this episode. In order to do that, as mentioned, I'm going to send one group west. That will be Princess Patricia with their... where are they? Hang on, did I select a different battle group a moment ago? Commandos... Huh? Where are my A and Z Brams? Where are my A and Z Brams? There. No, hang on. What? This is Commandos? This is Royal Tank Regiment. This is Logistics Company. Anti-Tank Battalion. They could do it. With a couple of Leopards, Vickers. Yeah, they could do it. Thor. Where the hell are those tanks? Ah, no. Yeah, here they are. Light Horse Battalion. Off you go. These guys have their own tanks, and these tanks, I think, are more than capable of dealing with whatever they can throw at them. The only thing that these guys might have as a threat is HGMs. They have a good number of them. They have 32 of these ZBL-08s. Actually, make that 40 because everyone comes in these things. Fortunately, they only fire 2 HGMs each, and that's it. This group only has one... Ooh, that's a bit low. One command unit. Princess Patricia with them then? That gives me more command units. And it also gives me the Kodiak. Yeah, let's send these guys over. Now as for air support, they have MRADs. So my airplanes are not very eager to get in there. Let's just go on to Baoan without air support. I'm starting in Shenzhen. I have a 6 cohesion. They have 1 cohesion. They mostly have infantry, 4 AMRADs, which are still a threat. ZTS-63, 3 very cheap throwaway tanks, no air support, and some recoilless rifles. A and Z-Brams are going to have to do most of the kicking in this episode, or this fight. So, let's have a chat with the Chinese. Preferably a command unit over here. Now, in previous campaigns I've learned that sometimes they decide to go over this road and try to come in from this flank. So I want to defend that side at least a little. I'll have a tank sitting here and a support unit. Let's go with a Kodiak. And have a Coyote here for recon. Fob goes here. Infantry. I would like to move on to Pingu, but I'm not sure if I can. Not with helos anyway. And considering that this is the closest zone that they have to Shenzhen, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they decide to spawn in everything around there. So we're going to have the A and Z Brams lined up here and ready for a fight. I'll have a couple of them holding off this place, and these are the veterans. I'm trying to get the other ones to turn veteran as well. I'll have a... oh, the Pathfinders have those HGMs. Interesting. They are not a heavy classed unit, but they do have a fair bit of firepower between them. Okay, we can use that. I know I still want to try out these things, but not just yet. Okay, as expected, here they are. Get the TAPVs to move back a little. A and Z Brams. Whoa! That's a lot of ATGMs. As mentioned, they however cannot be fired on the move. And you are about to experience what happens if you cannot fire them on the move. This is just a slaughter of Chinese units. Of course, they are capable of taking out my recon unit. That's unfortunate. And this is exactly why I deployed the Pathfinders here. Jesus. Somebody have Arty. Or F-111Gs by that chance. Those would be very handy here. Now I'm pretty much trying to take out the transports as quickly as possible so that my grenade launcher capable vehicles are going to wipe out the infantry. Oh, maybe the fight's going to be over before then. Because they simply don't have the units to survive. They don't have the points to survive this fight. Hit those logistics trucks. Here come the grenade launchers. Poor sods don't stand a chance. I guess this is a bit more than they signed up for. Took 15 points left. Still seeing some HGMs come in. I wouldn't be surprised if it's these guys. Yeah, that's the culprit right there. Get the transports. Get the cargoes. Might as well. Lost one of the TAPVs. These guys are starting to run out of main gun ammo. Okay. Well, I suppose that was to be expected, considering the amount of rounds that they were firing. It's going to be a supply company to move up. Hongjian. That's AT. 4 rounds on the main gun. The Browning is even out of ammo. Right. Maybe I can still use that cargo truck. 78 points though. Screw it. What do you mean overkill? Okay. I hope they don't have any units deployed very close to that ridgeline. Hello, where do you think you're going? Yeah, I didn't think so. 1, 2, 3 main weapons left, or main rounds left. None, none, and none. This thing is completely out. Well, I can still move it up. It's still basically a bit of armor. That's another Elint. Tiger spotted it and manages to not take it out. Take it out with a machine gun if you have to. Oh, there we go. That's the last point that we needed. Okay, good fight. Come again soon. Did we lose anything? Yes, a Coyote and a TAPV. That's all. Is their group dead? No, they're not dead. They're just withdrawing. Okay, these guys in Shenzhen, as well as Yantian, had some time to recover. Long enough, if you ask me. Move up everything. As for fighters, I'll have the Marines over, or the F-35 Marines over there. And for planes, let's refit this group. That means that they cannot reach it anymore. Neither can the RAAF? Huh? Okay. Well, we're gonna fight Pingu without air support. Interesting. Not what I was going for. But here we are. Can we reassign these guys here? No, we need points to actually assign them. Fine. Now Pingu is going to have to be attacked on their turn, or on their part of the turn, not mine. If I go on the offensive on my turn, that doesn't really help me. Because if I do that, then I have not brought in most of the tanks yet. Let's check to verify. Tanks, tanks, tanks. Tanks, Vickers, Can-Dos, and A-Maps, but not the Challengers. And we have a large number of Challengers. Oh, wait, what? What? Okay. Total victory. Troops have inflicted very heavy casualties to Beijing, who have now no choice but to agree to our conditions. You could not have achieved better results. What? Okay. Well, that's it, I guess? That was unexpected. Alright, well, in case you're wondering, the next campaign is going to be Climb Mount Narodnia. Not skirmish. Climb Mount Narodnia. It says 1984, but trust me, these units have been upgraded massively and are now very dangerous. So, I'm going to be doing that campaign next. I'll probably do another video for an armory review first, and then start Mount Narodnia the day after that. Anyway, this is it for today. Very quick video, as I was expecting the campaign to draw out a little longer, but apparently the Chinese just decided, no. If you're going to come at me with about 200 tanks, we're going to surrender. Which is interesting, because when they came at me with 200 tanks, they didn't quite get the same result. Anyway, this is it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you soon for the next episodes, or the first episodes of Climb Mount Narodnia.